What we do is we protect sensitive data or keys with this concept called moving target defense. Something we pioneered with the Department of Homeland Security, Department of Defense, to basically say, today, the defense infrastructure is a stationary target. So as time goes by, it gets easier and easier for attackers. We flip that around by taking sensitive keys or sensitive data, fragmenting them, splitting them up, encrypting the fragments, continuously moving them around across the distributed system so that as time goes by, it actually gets more difficult to attack. In the cloud, you can enable these new approaches. So actually, up until recently, moving target defense was heavily researched in academia and military. It was hard to apply it practically. The nice thing about cloud is there's the flexibility and scalability where you can create nodes, servers, or containers across cloud environments and actually dynamically and continuously hop fragments of data or keys between them, re-encrypting them as they move around. And they can have different buckets attached to them for storage or things like that. Yeah, well, so initially it started out with my co-founder and our CTO, Boris, was developing a distributed programming language, and then this was the killer application. And if you think about encryption and data protection, a lot of people are concerned that over time, it gets easier and easier to attack. You can do side channel attacks, cryptographic attacks, eventually quantum computers. And as you use more and more cloud services especially, the amount of secrets that there are to manage is just exploding. And with IoT as well. So there needs to be a solution for managing secrets, keys, and sensitive data at scale. And so we've applied our technology to that to productize it. And we've seen a lot of demand in the market from the federal sector, from some of these agencies, as well as some Fortune 100 companies that we've worked with in the banking industry, in media, entertainment, and now actually startups that are starting to develop cloud infrastructure are turning to us to help them manage all of those secrets. The first thing we did, we had this technology and we just approached people, CISOs, CIOs, directors, security people, and said, hey, we have this technology, here's what it does. How would it be useful? How would you productize it? And it's a story of taking a foundational innovation and then actually putting a form factor around it. You think about other inventions like car batteries, for instance, with Tesla, they had to come up with an actual car. They can't just sell the battery, right? And so the first year was just trying to map out and understand people's pain points. Then we start getting it into people's hands and then just seeing what they do with it. And what we found out is people started using it to protect keys, secrets, files, different things for cloud infrastructure. And you follow those signals to develop a product roadmap. And today, everyone's focused on threat detection and network protection. You look at the majority of resources, that's where they go. But the challenge is, as you move into the cloud, is you have services like AWS, the networks are more distributed, they're not necessarily as trusted. And so the future model of security is going to be data security and authentication. Protect the data, protect the keys, manage the authentication, and do that in a DevOps type of environment where you can essentially build cloud native applications in untrusted environments. And so that's sort of our bet of where security will go. And if you have a dynamic infrastructure, then you don't have to worry about detecting the threats as much.